MVP family, what are you doing right now? What are you doing on this beautiful summer day right now, right this minute? What are you doing, my people? So, whatever you're doing, if you have some time in between, could you watch the videos, like them, and leave me a quick message on them? Leave a quick comment. Some of the comments are so beautiful. It's like having a conversation. Like it's just like writing a letter, and I read them and I respond, and it's just beautiful. So whatever you are doing this time, guys, listen, I'm here. I was falling asleep. I got up. I said, you know what? Let me come talk to my people. Let me come talk to my people about staying true to yourselves. I don't know. If I was at work, I wouldn't feel like this. But already, it's just not even 2 weeks good. And I'm already bored. I'm already wanting something to do. Luckily, this weekend, I'm going to have the grandchildren because the kid's birthday was last week. Sherry's birthday is this week. And so I'm taking the kids so that my son can take her out to have a nice dinner and to do a spa treatment and just to breathe. And that's going to give me something to do, right? Oh my God, when people listen and listen, I am so sleepy. But you know, I was at the desk and I was falling asleep, so I got up. I said, let me go pull in. Today was garbage day, so I went and pulled the garbage bin in. And then I said, let me come just do a little video and talk to us a little bit and just shake off the doldrum. I'm gonna go out in the back because I don't know if I should take a puss nap or just get outside in the sun and just stay in there for a minute and just to just to get my mojo back on, but just falling asleep because there's nothing to do. I'm watching the TV, but it's not interesting, and I'm just here. So I'm thinking, guys, I'm on TikTok, but I went on TikTok, then I deleted. Whew, just came in from outside, right? Probably some pollen is still hanging on out there. Um, as I said, the word pollen. Gabby, thank you. Sometimes you look at some things that are a nuisance and that makes you sick or it's hard for you, make things uncomfortable. But then you find that person who brings back to mind that pollen is important, right? It is part of the cycle. And so, regardless of the fact that we're allergic to it or our bodies are not responding positively to it, doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, right? And so, thank you, Gabby, for that. I hope that you guys went out and support her, getting a book or two from the Amazon website from Gabby Creighton Books. Um, so, I hope you did. So, as I was saying, guys, that as I'm coming on today to just talk to us about being true to ourselves. Um, I was on TikTok for a minute, and then I got off TikTok because TikTok is there's so much going on. It's just, as I said, TikTok, right? It's just ticking. It's just going. Whoa, too much traffic. Oh my God, too much. So for me, I'm not excited for it. So I deactivated the account, and then I went back on because I was hoping that people would want to get over to YouTube and support me on that platform. Ain't happening. Didn't get one new subscriber since I got on. But yet, for the short time I'm on there, I have over 272 followers. Just like that, within a week. Within a week. 200 and something followers, right? And I'm like, tag. I guess because the content is so much shorter and I don't know. But I got on, I posted a few things and boom, 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 272 views, 260 something views. Like just this morning I came back and I took a quick little thing, talk about another beautiful day that I got to walk. Again, it's Friday. We'll take a break until Monday again. And within a few minutes, 50 something views. I think now it's like, I'm not sure if it's at 111 or, but quick, it was 50 something views. Why can't that happen on YouTube? You post a video and hours later you have 19 views. How is it? And I feel like the things posted on what's on YouTube are more uplifting. It's more encouraging. But 19 views 2 day or the whole day. How is it? I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm not going to try to even understand it. Because today I'm talking to us about staying true to yourself. So regardless of how many views I get on TikTok compared to how many views I get on YouTube, I like that when I post a video on YouTube, that there are people who feel blessed by what I post. It's not just about followers or what have you. That counts too, but it feels good when people would watch the video and they responded about how it affected them. So I have to be true to myself. I have tried over the years to be true to myself, to be the best me I can be. Um, it's not about what we have or how educated we are or how it's not those things. It's for me like I was having a conversation this morning. I am married, right? I was having a conversation this morning, and you know how we get married and we bring people in our lives, but we change ourselves to please people instead of being ourselves, being true to ourselves. Mind you, when I got married, I already have my 3 degrees, and nothing that I have, that I have achieved came about during my marriage. When I got married, I had everything in place, right? Every single thing. And sometimes we change who we are. We try to pretend to be something else. You know what that does to us? It kills us inside. It kills us. A lot of us, we say, well, it's a husband is the head of the household, and we have to. You can't do that. You cannot change who you are and hand these things over to a total stranger whom you don't know what their ulterior motives are. People smiling with you is not every kin teeth is a laugh. Sometimes people show their teeth, and as soon as you turn around, they're back to the seriousness. So it's not everybody who show you the teeth means they're laughing with you, that they're happy for you, that they're happy with you, right? And so I got married, but I right away, because I was so independent, I right away made that be known. I support, I do, and I don't want anybody to stifle me. I don't want anybody to tell me what I can't do. I want us to have good conversations, and respect is due. So I'm not telling my husband, oh, you can't do for your family. Never would ever do that. And the same is true that he should not say to me, well, I noticed that you're doing this for people, or you're doing that, or you're doing that, or you're doing that. You can't do that. I would have been choked to death if I was in a relationship like that. So I have to give God the glory that I have been able to be open with my conversations and explain, I have children already, and the kids are my kids, right? They're our kids now. But in the beginning, when I didn't know what I was, I had to make it known that they come first. A lot of us, we despise our children, we despise our families, we despise everybody to please people. And the sad thing is that we do it. Some of us do it, it's one sided because some of us do it, but the other party doesn't do that. The other party is involved with the family. They're doing things with their family, but they don't want you to give your family a dollar. They don't want you to help anybody at all. They don't want. But guys, be yourselves, be true to yourselves. When you have conversations and let people know that this is who you are and these are the things that are going to be there. You give people a chance to accept or reject. It's either they accept who you are and work with the program. I work hard, I maintain. I know that they found arthritis in my back. So lumbar 2, lumbar 4 already has arthritis in it. Sometimes I get up in the mornings and I am in pain. In pain. Most mornings I get up, especially in the winter time, especially when it's going to rain. The morning is my worst because the pain is unbearable. But I get up, I get in the shower, I get ready. Once in a while, I'll take an ibuprofen, once in a while, because I don't even think it helps. And I'm through the door and I go in and I straighten up and I give ease to it because I know what is there. I massage it when I can. I do have my massage chair in there that I will sit in from time to time and get that whole thing from the coccyx all the way up to my shoulders, and it digs deep, um, deep tissue, and it just gets it, and it gives me that nice massage in there. And so I do what I have to do. I don't sit down waiting on anybody to come in and for me to argue. Well, what do you think this can do? What I do. I don't ask my husband how much he gets. I don't do that because I don't need to do that. But he, in his good sense, he knows he works. He comes and he transfers funds, and I put it together with my salary, and I make sure the bills are paid. So I don't need to dig in his wallet to see what he makes. I want him to make sure he has money for gas and to send for his family and things like those. So I never dig in his stuff. I do the bulk things at BJ's for the soap and the tissue and the paper towels and the lot of bulk stuff I'll get from BJ's. And when he goes out, he'll go to the restaurant depot and he'll do the bulk fish and he'll do. So we don't have to be nitpicking on each other. God has truly blessed me with somebody whom maybe when he came and see how I operate, it was easy for him to fall in place and operate the same way. So we don't need to be fussing and talking about, oh, you never did this, or you never did that. Other conversations about other things, yes, but we don't need to, because when you lead in a certain way, when people come in your space and you are doing things a certain way, they will fall in place. But if they come in your space and you're bad mouthing your kids, you're bad mouthing your family, they are going to think it's the norm. So you set an example and you move on. So stay true to yourself. To yourself, be true. Don't sit there and pretend, because after a while, it's going to affect you. Be yourself. Be yourself. Let people accept you for what they see. Don't put on a facade and then all of a sudden when you try to pull that mask off, it can be pulled off. So you sit there, you suffer. You suffer because the pain becomes more intense the more they do the things that you really don't like. What you don't like, speak about it right away. Speak about it. Don't have to yell. As I tell you, when I need to speak to my husband, I'll put my hand over his hand. I'll just put my hand over his hand and speak quietly to him, because I don't want him to raise his voice. And so I'm not going to sit there and raise my voice and, I put my hand over his hand. And so he knows I'm not coming in war, I'm coming in peace. But think about this again. So, yes, so believe in yourself. Always support yourself. Support yourself. We work hard and we know what our needs are. Support ourselves. Support yourself. Make sure that you're taking care of you. Make sure that when everything else is taken care of, you make sure that you're also taken care of. For me, I have that community service kind of a mentality. I like to see that if somebody needs something, I can reach out and make sure that part of it, because I know that when people feel good inside, that they will give off some good positive vibes. When people are frustrated, when people are overwhelmed, when people become hopeless, they become like, I don't care. They become hurtful, they become mean spirited. So, for me, as a person who inside of me, I'm always finding a way to do. What if I had a husband who said, you can't do? My God, how that would kill me. If I had a husband who was on my back and, oh, you're not listening. They say, you know, if you do this, you know, if you do that, you know, if you do, your time there, do this and that. I couldn't deal with that because that's not who I am. That's not how I was raised. That's not the fruits that God gave to me. And so it would have been so devastating. So I have to stay true to myself. And I'm grateful to God for all things that I had a foundation. I was independent, doing all things for myself before I got a partner. And I think when I prayed to God, I asked for a companion. And so we can grow all together. So I didn't ask for somebody who, a hot man, tall, dark, handsome, and money. I asked for a companion. A lot of times they come tall, dark, handsome, and with the money, but they come with the abuse and the mental. So I'm grateful to God. I'm so thankful that I'm in a space where I can be true to myself. And today I'm asking you that no matter what, find a way to be true to yourself. Don't sit there and live somebody else's life while you are there struggling, wanting to live a different way. If you don't like to cook, don't sit and pretend that you enjoy it. It's the hardest thing. I was so glad when my husband, when I went home one year, I remember I went home and just came off the plane and got home and he had food, fish seasoned up for me to come on a long flight, getting up at 5 in the morning to get to the airport by 6 or before 6, I think, at the time, because we had to get there that 2 hours before the plane fly out at 6. And then the long layover in Miami before we get up again to get to Montego Bay. Then it's like 2 hours driving through the hills, through them little windy roads and hilly gullies to get home. And I got home and you left food in the fridge for me to come cook. That wasn't good. But I didn't argue. I didn't make it become, I did cook that night. I did make something for us to eat. But I had to talk because, he came and he grew up with his mom and his dad and he saw his mom doing some things and he thought that that's the way it should be. And yes, it should be that way if you as a woman doesn't have a job and the man is out there working and bringing in all the money. But if your wife is up and out there working, it becomes whoever is home gets some things done. Don't wait for somebody to come. So once I realized that he's a cook, he can cook, then I was grateful. I said, God, you gave me a bonus. So I told him quickly, I said, you can't sit home and wait for me to come in from work and cook. You're home. You can cook. And so from then on, we understood that anybody can put the pot on the fire. And we are older now, and we're here. And if I don't want dinner, if I don't feel like eating, and I don't want to cook, I don't cook. And if he wants to cook, he'll get up and cook something, and that's good. He doesn't question me like, "What, go cook." Can't do that because that's not how we are. So I'm being true to myself. I'm not going in the kitchen to get angry. Oh my God, I'm sick and tired of this. That's not healthy. So he'll get up and he'll fix something if he's hungry. Now it's so hot. We shouldn't even be eating. Some lemonade is good. Something simple is good. You want to cook and heat up in the house? That's you. It's on you. But I don't want to go over the fire. I don't want to. And like today, the kids are coming in, and so it's just going to be easy peasy for today and tomorrow. So, my people, look in yourselves, look at your relationships that you have. I'm not telling you to go out and get rid of people out of your lives, but so many times we are in relationships that it is so tough on the head and on the heart and on the whole body. Sometimes you come home, you not even know if they're going to lash out at you for something that you not even know what it's about, or you're going to be having calm conversations. Sometimes you prepare yourself for calmness, and sometimes I'm talking to some people, younger people, and it is tough. It is tough because there's always that conflict. But as I say, when you get into these relationships, don't pretend that you enjoy cooking. Oh my God, no, let me get you something to eat. If you don't like it, make it be known. Don't get into things when it's going to be long lasting that becomes a headache for you, a noose around your neck. Be honest, be upfront. But even now in the relationship, if you don't like to cook, say it. You want to compromise and you know what? You do the cooking, I'll do the dishes. Do that so that you can feel better and enjoy living together more. So as I said, guys, as today I said, to thyself be true. Make sure that you believe in yourself. Your accomplishments come from a belief in yourself. The work that we do comes from the belief in ourselves that we can do it. We can do it. And we get it done each day. You get up and the body aches. As you get older, the aches become more pronounced. And it's okay, it's normal. It means that you're here, that you're present. So don't get angry and frustrated. Don't complain. Sometimes sometimes when you laugh about things, then it's easier to bear. But when you keep on in your head, it becomes it becomes so much because now you keep, oh my God, I'm sick and tired of this. My God, this back, da 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 da. No, sometimes just say, the old aches and pain comes with the old age. This body has done a lot over the how much years it has been around. Find a way to compensate because otherwise we're going to be mentally stressed. Right? Love yourself. I don't care how big you are. There's more of you to love, we know that. But if your partner, my husband is as skinny as a stick, but I love me. And I'm not going to lose weight because of him. I lose weight because of me. I'm not going out there to dress a certain way because of him. I am conscious of my weight. I am conscious that there's not everything going to fit everybody. And so, for respect for myself, I know what I must put onto this body. Some people like to see people, no matter how them like to see them in the things with all the rolls and all of this. It's not, and I know people said, oh yeah, but you can find clothes to dress comfortably without squeezing into stuff and it's, make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. You can dress elegantly without squeezing up yourselves into stuff. All right? So love yourself, support yourself, and believe in yourself as you go forward on this journey. If you are on the weight loss part of it with me, continue to get up and move. Get up, and we are up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. We out there on the road heading around. We walk around for 30 minutes or a little more than that. And we come back in. We come back again. And so little things. As I said with the company, I do more. By myself, I'm not going to go out there every morning. Believe me, I wasn't going to go out there every morning. This morning I got up, my back was hurting so much. I do have a cane from when my knee surgery a few years ago. So this morning I took it, not to really walk with it, but kind of to just stretch my back as I went, um, to do some lifts as I went on, and just had it. Just had it, just in case I needed it, because I'm determined to get out there and do my 30 minutes walking in the fresh air. I set up the treadmill yesterday downstairs and in the workspace. I moved it from where it was, brought it over in the workspace. So sometimes I'm going to be down there working on it. So just do you guys, do what you have to do. And again, whether you're big, whether you're small, whether you're tall or short, whatever it is, whether you're here nappy, I need to go get mine done. Whether it's nappy, whether it is, whatever it is, just love yourself and appreciate yourselves. Appreciate the fact that you have a brain and you can talk and you can hold a conversation, and you can get on YouTube and have a channel. Those of you who are sitting around don't know what to do to serve you my age. 'Cause you don't have no pop. My students say I look like 40. No, I said no, 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 never. Right? So none of them would none of them want to believe that I'm past 50 years old. None of them. Because they're looking at me like, Miss, you're 40 something, Miss. And I said, maybe you don't even understand what age is, but I appreciate that. But but you just do you. You want to get on YouTube and have a topic to guide people about. Get out there and do it. Don't be afraid. You want to cook something that you like? Teach people how to make fried dumplings, make them soft. Get out there and teach people. The platform is big enough for all the ideas. Some people take other people's ideas and make it, and has been doing, and it's doing very well on YouTube. Some people come with their own ideas, and so be it. Just be yourselves and love, love, love yourself, and stay true to who you are. So, guys, this helped me with my sleepiness because I was truly falling asleep. But doing this video, talking to you guys, it's awesome. It makes it nicer, makes it feel good, right? I might not be going out on the street and hanging on street corners and doing all these things, but you know what? I talk with you guys and it feels good. And I remember years ago, like, one of the things that used to bother me was people meet you. Like, I would go to work, and I always liked my home. I like to create a kind of a atmosphere in my home that after work I'm hustling to go home. Love my home. Teachers, oh, we're going to happy hour. No, thank you. I'm going home. Love, love, love to come home. And at the time I lived across the street from my other school, and they're going here, they're going there. Not interested. And one evening I got home and I was going to this little plaza, this little area where it's in another town over. And so I went home, I wear suits, right? I send my sister-in-law in Jamaica would buy linen. I would make my nice suits with my pocket. And I would get home, change my clothes, put on jeans and a shirt, and I walk out to get the bus to go. Okay, the bus was right past the house, and then just get on and go. Principal saw me, and he was, "You're finally getting out of the house." And he said, "You need to come out more, go to the mall, go to..." I said, "But sir, I'm okay. I don't need to go to the mall." And they're thinking that, well, you don't have a life, you don't have this. But I had a life. I had a good life. I don't need to hang out in the mall like a little child. If you don't have money, don't go in people's place looking at their things and then walking out. What I need, if when I need something, I go buy it, I come home. And then as the years went by, I remember when we just moved into this house, I remember somebody, "Beverly, you gotta go out more. We gotta come get you to go have lunch. We gotta get you." And I'm like, "No, you're not gonna get me to do anything I don't want to do. If I want to go do lunch, I go do lunch. Nobody needs to force me to go do lunch or..." Why don't people understand? Like, they figure because you're not getting up and running around the place, like you don't have a life. I have a life. I like my comfortable life, my homebody life. I'm not depressed. I'm not unhappy. I'm okay. This is what I like, to go to work, come home, and unwind. What it does for me, it rejuvenates me for the next day. So when I go to work, I am not as overwhelmed as others are. And that's how I like it. I don't like stress. I don't like too much stuff. So I hope you understand me, guys, and talk to me about your feelings. Tell me how you feel today. Tell me in the comments if you like when people look at you like something is wrong with you because you're not out there up and about with them, or people look at you and think that you do too much. Tell me how you feel when people kind of not respect who you are and how you are. Talk to me in the comments. So if you can be good, be careful, walk good, live good. Remember to watch the videos, guys. Subscribe to the channel, please. Subscribe to the channel. Please help us grow. I do want to do a giveaway. I'm still thinking about it because I want the channel to grow. Um, could you imagine this channel grows to the point where I could just ah, God knows the heart. God knows the heart. But I'm here, guys. I'm happy. I am happy. I am thankful to God. I have a good relationship with the kids. Thankful to God that I'm getting, I have a part to play in my grandchildren's lives. Thankful to God for all these things. I'm not taking anything for granted. I am grateful. I am grateful. I'm truly grateful. So make sure that you are just taking care of yourselves, guys, and believing in yourselves and just go forward. Because at the end of the day, when people leave your lives, you shouldn't become a broken vessel. You should be able to function. Don't put too much into others that when they walk away, part of you is gone. So now you can't function. You be true to yourself. Do things that you want to do, not what others want you to do, but what you are comfortable to do. Do not overextend yourself so if people walk away, then you fall apart. You hear me? If you cannot afford a 6-seat chair in your house, don't go credit a 6-seat chair. Buy yourself a 4-seat chair or a 2-seat chair and table so that if they walk away, you're not left with a bill that now become a noose around your neck. Just live simple, live comfortable, just do what you. Just look at the other person as extra. Look at them as a brother. Look at the support they give, if they give any, as brother. Don't make it be your first and foremost. Live simple, live humble, and live within your means, not somebody else's means, but in your means. That means if they're not there, you're still good to go. So Miss Bev signing off now, because I tell you, it's Friday. Our second, what is it, the first Friday since we're out? Whoa. No, second Friday since we're out from work. So just have fun, guys. Just take care of yourselves.